Hello everybody, my name is Nerdak and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out some awesome furniture designs and tips for doing your interiors so that you can be inspired for your very own Minecraft creations. And as always, make sure you're subscribed, and whilst you're at it, why not join the Discord server? The link is down in the description below. But without further ado, let's go straight into the video. So alright, the first design we're going to be checking out is this really nice looking bed. It's quite small, it's quite compact, it's got a nice frame to it, but it's got one nifty trick which also you can use in your survival worlds, and that's the fact you can actually sleep in it. By just opening the trapdoor on this side, or the same on the other, you can actually right click, sleep in the bed, and then you can just close it up and hide it away. So it's a non-functional looking bed, but it still has the functionality for your survival world, which I thought was pretty neat. And it's also got a bit of storage at the end with these barrels. And it's got some signs on the end and just trapdoors all the way around, some snow layers and some carpet, as well as a nice little headboard. So the next design we're going to be looking at is a bit of an odd one. It's a colour palette I wouldn't have necessarily picked for, but it's a good way of adding a bit of pop of colour into your potentially like monotone or two-tone coloured room. Just add a bit of pop of colour. So I've got this like lovely prismarine brick like stairs with slabs. Got some dark prismarine upside down stairs at the bottom here. Got some acacia trapdoors around some dark oak stripped logs, as well as the bookshelves in the back and a little flower pot. And I thought it was a really nifty little like bookshelf design, and just adds that little pop of colour. So the next design here we've got is a kind of funky retro like orange leather sofa design. Bit bizarre, but you could always change the slabs to a different slab of your choice for a different colour. And it's got like some trapdoor backs to them and a little lovely stone coffee table. This is great for a modern living room in your Minecraft build, and also pretty neat as you could hide some lighting under the carpets that's around the coffee table for like your survival builds as well. So the next thing is a really simple trick. It's just a carpet, but we've made it look a lot fluffier and they give a lot of texture to it, and just makes the build a lot more interesting and adds a little kind of like hidden detail just by mixing in a little bit of carpet on top of full wall blocks. So it just adds that little extra bit of depth. So here we have a cute little fish tank. So we've got some barrels on the bottom here. This could be any block you wanted to. I thought if you're building in survival though, you might want some extra storage in your house and not be replacing it with a fish tank, so this is the best of both worlds. Then we've got some glass that's surrounding it so you can actually see into the tank. Got some smooth quartz slabs at the top. Just stand at the bottom of the fish tank with some seagrass and a live coral fan. A couple of fishies in there, and if we look on top, we've got an opening. So this is kind of as if you wanted to feed the fish, even though you can't actually do that in the game. But then we've got a light bar across, just a couple of end rods. So you could change the size of this, but it's a really nice style. Kind of simple, has that lighting in there so it looks quite bright, especially with shaders. So here we have 3 variations on the same like lighting design. So on the left here we've got the most basic version, which is just a couple of iron bars coming down from the ceiling, a block, so I've chosen for light grey concrete here, a lantern hanging off the bottom of that with just 4 signs on each side. I've chosen spruce, but you could have any sign you wanted to. And now a evolution of this would be to either put banners around the outside, just adds a bit of extra like texture and a bit of a snazzy look to it, and you could potentially even get rid of the signs for a completely different look as well. And then another evolution on this is to not put banners but to use carpet as kind of like fan blazes if you've got a ceiling fan. And a neat way to do this is just by placing the carpet on top of the sign, and then a piece of string off the sign, and then another carpet can sit on top of that, which is really neat. So I thought these lights would be a great like overhead light for a big large dining table, so I thought I'd build the large dining table underneath the lights. And we've got here a really nice table, so it's just got some glass panes that run down the middle. That's got carpet on the top like so, and then we've just got some spruce trapdoors. You could use any trapdoors you wanted to. I'd quite like spruce for this for a table. And then we've got them all running in the same direction, just so it's not a rough texture, it's quite like neat and uniform. And then we've got some lovely smooth quartz slabs around the outside, some birch trapdoors on the back. You could change up the variations of blocks here. And then also for the heads of the tables, I've put some banners on these slabs just as like armrests for the person sitting on those chairs. I've added a couple of sea pickles, some cups, but you could decorate the table with like more food, etc. So on the topic of tables, we've got like another table design here, which would be quite good in say like a hallway or like a grand entrance or something like that, or just a room in general. So it's just got an anvil on the bottom with a dark grey carpet on the top. You can change the colour of the carpet. I've just chosen dark grey. Then we've got some spruce trap doors running around the outside, and we've just got a couple of decorations of this. You could decorate the top of this however you like. So we've got a lantern, a couple of sea pickles for cups, a couple of plants as if they've just been potted, and a book that someone's reading and has placed down. So yeah, very neat, quite simple, and I love it. Right, so just got a brick and granite kind of wall here, and then I've kind of got a 2-in-1 design here, so there's 2 elements you can take from this. So I've got like some French bifold doors kind of style with these acacia trapdoors. You could change to whichever trapdoors you like. I just like the acacia ones as you can kind of see through them quite well. And then just place them in like rows going up along the blocks. And then on the inside, well, it doesn't really make much difference, but this is what the inside would be if it was in a house. You've got some curtains, and the reason you can do this is because these are running along the blocks, and then these are actually placed on the trapdoors. So it actually allows you to be able to do this, which is really cool. I love this design. Really good for like modern like houses, like walking out into a garden or something. So this design, I don't really do it that often, but it's a good way of adding a bit of extra like detail onto a bit of an empty wall. So I did this in my Chateau Part 2 video with the dining room, and I added a couple of paintings. But if you add some trapdoors to the bottom and the top, it kind of looks like the picture's kind of framed. You could add them to the side as well, but that makes it look quite bulky. So I just like doing it at the top and the bottom, and just a little bit of extra detail. It doesn't really serve any purpose, just I think it looks quite nice. Last but not least, I think this might actually be my favorite design here that I've showed you today. And it's probably one of the simplest to build. It's just some barrels and some trapdoors, and there's nothing too complicated about it, but I think it just looks really nice. It's like a really nice shelving kind of dresser design. So all it is some spruce trapdoors that run up the side, some barrels with a 1 block space in between each row, and then just adding some details. So I've added some trapdoors through the middle to look like the shelves are kind of split up, adds a bit of extra like structure and support to it. And then just, yeah, some flower pots, dead coral fan, there's like a bowl, a lantern, and some turtle eggs, just as a little bit of extra detail to throw on the shelves. Super simple. I absolutely love it. Looks amazing. So there we have it, guys. I think that was definitely over 10 designs that you could use in your own Minecraft creations and get some inspiration from. But if you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you're notified for any future videos that are hopefully really useful like this one by also dinging that notification bell. And also, while you're at it, why not come join the Discord server? So there we have it, guys. I've been Nerdak, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!